Welcome back to the Juniper Vale, everybody. Taking a break from some World Cup games to look at Tucker Carlson. What is he up to? Because I don't trust him. So, if you have not heard, Tucker Carlson says he is leaving the Republican Party. And I'm like, oh yeah, really? Sure, okay, whatever. I don't really believe him, but we'll see what he's up to. So I'm using the 88 Miracles deck, or the 88 Crystals deck, it's also called, and the Creatures of the Night deck. So let's pull some cards, see what this guy's up to. Let's see this. What is Tucker Carlson's next moves in the next 3 months? What are his moves going to be in the next 3 months? We do. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, share. Gotten a lot of new subscribers from the World Cup videos. I very much appreciate it. I also do political tarot, world events. If you want me to read on a celebrity, I'll read on a celebrity. I like to look at missing person cases. And I'll probably continue to do some sports tarot. If there's any specific championships or teams or games you're interested in, please let me know. I like to get requests for readings. You can leave that on comments to my videos or in my community page. Right now, let's look at Tucker Carlson. What are his plans for the next 3 months? Tucker Carlson. Today is June 27th. It's 5:13 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's see. July, August, September. Tucker Carlson. What are his plans? Probably do 5 or 6 cards here. We have the Emperor, the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups. Let's do one more card. Got a lot of swords here. The Sun. Interesting. So the Emperor card, the Emperor is someone who is old school king. He says, you do what I say, and that's how it is. In a lot of ways, Taterhead could be considered the Emperor right now, especially. The Emperor has rams here, so he's very strongly tied to Aries. Aries is tied to battle, and when I see swords, I think very strongly of battle as well. Swords can be about difficult situations. They can also be cutting yourself off from intuition. When they're good, though, they talk about the growth and development of the conscious mind, but they can be double-sided. So the air signs are usually associated with swords. So Carlson has 3 swords cards in a row. He has the 5, the 4, and the Queen. The 5 of Swords here, you see, you're kind of like seeing an aftermath of a battle. We have this person collecting the swords, and you have people in the background who pretty much look like they lost the battle. They're not doing well, and this person is covered in a cloak, so they're kind of being sneaky, but they're collecting all the swords. This person, the 4 of Swords, she is laying there amongst the swords. Looks like she's kind of in repose. A lot of times with the 4 of Swords, it's you're kind of relaxing, but not in like a good way. Sometimes you are relaxing because of things that have gone wrong, and you're taking that time to look back. And also sometimes to me, it's almost like you're hiding in a way. The Queen of Swords, queens are leadership cards. They are great with wisdom. They're great with not being intimidated by things. What I like about this queen is that she's holding her sword. She's holding it in a specific way. right? She's holding it horizontally, but she's pointing it towards someone. So, and here, these two cards, she's pointing it at the King of Cups. So let's see if that has something to do with it. The King of Cups, again, a leadership card. The kings are like the masculine forms of leadership. Cups are about intuition. They're also about communication, relationships, social relationships. And then we have the Sun card. The Sun card is a very good card. And it's also shedding light on something. So I'm putting all these cards together. I feel that Carlson is he's moving away from the Emperor. But there's something that he's going to shed light on. Sometimes the King of Cups is Biden, but I feel like Tucker wants to be the King of Cups. I don't know if he wants to run for president. Oh, is he going to become an independent or something? Maybe. But these swords cards are interesting, right? Because it's like the next 3 months, I almost feel like, here he is breaking ties, right? He's breaking ties with the Republican Party. He feels that they're losing, so he's leaving, and he's taking as much maybe connections, as much it's almost like, when you somebody is raiding something, right? Taking as much leftover property or valuables as he can, in a way. And then I think he's going to kind of lay a little low for a while. I think he's coming up with some type of plan. And that plan, this is interesting here. So sometimes I'm thinking maybe he has a female or somebody with feminine leadership qualities that's going to help him become the King of Cups. Like that's what he wants to be. I think by the 3rd month, probably he's going to be coming out full force, shedding light on something or coming up with a new idea. Maybe it's a new show. Maybe he says he wants to run for office in some way. Maybe he wants to run for president. But I think he may be working with a woman who maybe he works with. Well, I don't know if he's going to work with Susie Wiles. I know that she's going through an illness at the moment, and I believe she's leaving the administration. She's a very smart woman. If he wants to do something politically, I think matching up with her, working with her wouldn't be a bad idea, but I don't know how she is with her health. So I don't know if that's something that she would be willing to do. Could be another woman who is very strong politically, or at least within the journalism sort of fake news area. Yeah, so I mean, he has a plan. He's cutting ties. He wants to make a mark. He has to be careful because swords are double-sided. He's leaving behind Taterhead, leaving behind the Republican Party, thinking about what he's going to do. You're not going to see him all of a sudden bounce up in July, maybe not even August. He's creating a plan. There's probably going to be a woman that he's working with or somebody with very wise leadership qualities to set him up for this new role of King of Cups. He probably wants to make it sound like he is with the people. He wants to create good social relationships, and kind of like that's his plan, and that's what he's going to unveil, right? That's going to be his big unveiling. Whether I believe that or not, nah, not really. But I think I don't think he's really for people at all. I think he's for himself. But I think that's going to be his big unveiling. So I think that's what he's going to be doing within the next 3 months. Let's see. So what's his motivation? What is Tucker Carlson's motivation for this change, for this saying he's not part of the Republican Party anymore? What is his motivation? I'll probably do like 3 cards for this. What is his motivation for announcing that he's leaving the Republican Party? The Fool, the Devil, the 7 of Pentacles. Well. He wants to start a new journey. Not interested in maybe being a political pundit so much anymore. The Devil card is interesting. Devil card talks about addictions. I think he wants, let me look up the Devil card just a little bit more so I don't miss something. He wants something. The Devil card is going to tell me what he wants. I almost feel like the addiction is like power, right? Like he really wants to have more power. He probably, I'm sure he likes to be on TV. I think he likes to be at odds with people. Materialism, addiction, jealousy, excess, deviance. He's jealous of people being more popular than him. He is about materialism. He wants more money. I have the 7 of Pentacles here. Pentacles are about success, money. I mean, I was thinking of that before I even pulled the card. That would probably get a pentacle. He wants to make better investments financially. I think he wants to be in the in crowd about controlling the stock market, right? Making those investments, doing insider training. And I feel like he needs that power in order to get there. Yeah, I mean, pretty much it. I think he wants to make money. He wants to be have more power so that he can make better investments. He can know what the stock market's going to do before others. Because we've seen that happening quite a bit, right? Taterhead does this, and then people buy these stocks, and then he does this, and they sell this, and blah, blah, blah. People make a lot of money. So I think he's going away from just being a TV host or podcast host or whatever it is. He wants more power. He wants excess. He wants materialism. He wants money. He wants to grow that money in the stock market. That's basically his plan, for his motivation, I should say, for making these decisions. I think he feels the Republican Party is just not doing it for him anymore. He's not in that place of power within the party, so he's going to do something else. Let's see. What else should we ask? I think I want to ask something for the Creatures of the Night Oracle deck. So I want to ask, what card? I want to pull a card, and I want to see what card represents Tucker Carlson right now. What card represents Tucker Carlson right now? We're getting the eyeball. Look at that picture. All right, I gotta look up what the eyeball is. Eyeball. So, eyeball is about clarity, focus, and vision. So, right now, he's really coming up with a new vision for himself. Um, he is seeking clarity first before he acts. So, I think that's why he also got that Four of Swords. Um, is he seeing all the possible consequences for his decisions, his motives? He's trying to see what lies beneath choices, certain goals. So tell me then, if he's the eyeball now, what does he plan to be in 6 months? He's the eyeball now. What does he plan to be in the next 6 months? The gargoyle. Ooh. So what's this gargoyle about? The watcher, the guardian, and protection. Who do I need to help me through this? So I think within 6 months, maybe he's starting his own. I don't want to say he's starting his own party, like political party. I think he's starting his own sort of group. If he wants to be the King of Cups, he has that Queen of Swords behind him, kind of starting his own little entourage. Just reading the card. That they will always be with you. So I think what he's doing is watch your guardian protection. So I think he wants to sort of be in that role where he's starting something new. And like I said, it's not necessarily a political party, could be a movement. He wants people to think that he's there to protect them, that he's a gargoyle protecting like the building, protecting the United States. He wants to try to fool people into supporting him in some way, whether it's a new business venture with like money or voting him into something, whether it's power. The plan is that he convinces people that he is a guardian, he's a watcher. And he's going to surround himself with people that will help him in this task so that he has more power. That's how I see that going. So next, let's see. So let's say this. 6 months from now is about December. So what does he have planned for 2027? What does he want to achieve with this plan, these plans that he has, these motivations that he has? So for 2027, what's he planning to do in 2027? Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords, Ace of Swords, 7 of Swords. Thievery. Ace of Cups. Again, the cups are about that. They're beginnings of the minor arcana. They have some clarity and some purpose associated with them, and they're also like beginnings. They could be like beginnings of new ideas. Especially the Ace of Swords is like coming up with new ideas. The Ace of Cups. The cups again are like those social relationships, intuition. He wants to create a new sort of group, movement, society. He wants people to back him, basically. The 10 of Swords is interesting. 10 of Swords, it's an ending. So it's like beginning, ending, beginning. he wants to end, could possibly be, he wants to end the Republican Party. He wants to end, it could be that he wants to end support for other people, right? So he wants to create that support for himself and he wants to end it for others so that he can come up with his new ideas. But these new ideas are just another way to help him grift. He wants to be grifter in charge, right? He sees it working out for other people, and that's what he wants to do. So the Seven of Swords is someone, he's hidden under a cloak and he's stealing swords. He just wants to be the grifter. He wants to have the money. Why, other people are doing it. Why can't he? That's what I see him planning to do for 2027. He probably wants to just end the grifters that are there now, or the Republican Party, since he's leaving it. He wants to end their power. He wants to come up with these great new ideas so that he can be the grifter in charge. Money, 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 money. It's all about money, pretty much. So he's going to do whatever he can to get that money. All right, one more question. His plan for 2027, is it going to work out for him? Is he going to be making the money? Are people going to follow him? Does he have enough charisma for that? Does he have enough money for that? You got to have money to make money. All right. So his plan for 2027, is it going to work out for him? Plan for 2027. Is it going to work out for him? Four cards. I have the Ace of Wands. He gets a lot of aces. The Star, the World, Six of Wands. I mean, I would say it's working out for him. The Ace of Wands, again, is that enthusiasm, that beginning, that enthusiasm. Like he creates a lot of enthusiasm amongst people, maybe fools them. The Star is a very hopeful card. It's a good card to have. If he really wants to make something come to fruition, having the Star card is great. And so is the World card. The World card talks about goal accomplishment. It's the end of the major arcana. Is the world going to fall for it? Or are they seeing what he's doing and it's like exposed? I don't know. Because the Star card is a very good card. So I wouldn't say there's like exposure going on. The Six of Wands is interesting because the Six is a bit more calmer. The wands are about that masculine energy, enthusiasm. What's interesting about the Six of Wands is you see this person on a horse who's kind of ready for battle. So I feel like I'm getting different readings from this, because when I see ready for battle or on the defense, to me that says that he has to defend himself against something. And then when I see the World card, I feel like it's exposure. Like he has something good going for him. Maybe he's a little too enthusiastic and he gets exposed. But let me look at the Star card. This one is not as clear. Because of the Six of Wands, that makes me go, I mean, because the Star card is optimism, balance, success, right? But the World card to me is saying exposure. Like something is there's a goal achievement, but it's like it's also a completion, Is it an ending to what he wanted and now he's on the defense? Because that's always what I think of on the Six of Wands. It's it's ready for a battle in a way. It's like, I mean, it's all pretty much success. The man is not afraid or embarrassed. It's almost like he's There's a self-assurance about it. I think he kind of does achieve what he wants. Does that make him too confident? Possibly. But let's do some clarifiers. I get the Wheel of Fortune. I get the Tower. Ooh, okay. That does change things a bit. A lot of major arcana. So I feel like this 2027 is going to be kind of big for him, right? Because the Star, the World, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower, it's all major arcana. The Tower is not great. The Tower is falling down. The Wheel of Fortune is a change in luck in a way. The Wheel of Fortune I think of as like, you know, the roulette wheel. You don't really know what it's going to land on. I think he does have a lot of success in the beginning, but I think he's too confident. He's too self-assured. He's not, I don't think he's particularly charismatic. He may turn people the wrong way. His fortune, his Wheel of Fortune turns, his luck goes down because of there's the Tower. If this wasn't the Tower, he could still have pretty good luck, but because it's the Tower, it comes crashing down. I think he does do well for most of 27, but I think something happens in the end where he gets knocked down. Yeah. But I think he's going to have luck on his side for most of 27 though. So he's probably going to make a lot of moves. We'll probably get sick of hearing about him. Uh probably make a lot of money, but then something's coming for him in the end. Something's coming for him in the end of 27 or the latter half of 27. It's not good for him. He'll be found out probably. So that's what I got for Tucker. It's all about money and power. He wants to grift. He's probably successful for a while, but I think in the end, something comes about and it kind of bites him in the butt. So thank you for watching. And let me know what you think. If you would like me to read on anybody else, please let me know. Please leave a comment for that either in this video or on my community page. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I do enjoy reading on cards a lot. So the more questions you have, the better. It's a lot of fun. And thank you very much. Have a good day.